One child is dead, 4 others injured after a massive tree branch comes crashing down at a summer camp tonight. Homicide detectives are on scene, piecing together what led to this deadly incident. For that, we will welcome you. The LA Live News Tonight newscast at 8 o'clock. I'm Marla Tejas.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Christine Devine. A devastating scene unfolding in the middle of the afternoon. That tree coming crashing down on 5 people, killing one of them.
Fox 11's Ed Lascos. He's live there in Calabasas with the very latest tonight. Ed.
And Marla, it's what appears to be a freak accident here that now turns out to be a deadly situation. Grim confirmation coming in that of the 5 victims, one of them, a young child, does not survive. So we have one person, a child, who dies as a result of this huge branch from the tree comes crashing down. 4 others rushed off, one listed as critical. Let's get into it. It all happens over here, the King Gillette Ranch. This is the main entrance to it, right off Mulholland, just off Las Virgenes Road. Elliot will give you a look down that sprawling driveway and off to the right. The park continues. It's hundreds of acres here, and this incident happened over an area near Inspiration Point with its dramatic views down through the valleys of the Santa Monica Mountains. Better look. Let's go up top. Sky Fox in this video from a little earlier. Check it. That is what we think is a huge oak tree, and one of its huge branches breaking off, crashing down into the area by a picnic table where we're told the 5 victims underneath that area. This huge branch comes crashing down, and then the all-out calls to 911 and the all-out response by LA County Fire, the LA County Sheriff's Department. One small child dies, but then a dramatic attempt and rescue operation as they airlift another young child to the UCLA Ronald Reagan Medical Center. 2 other victims, ground transport over here into the valley. Their conditions listed as minor. But let's pick it up with that dramatic sound from the LA County Fire, as they rush airlift one of the victims. Listen.
Go ahead with run relay.
We have a 9-year-old female patient. She complained of right leg fracture with a left hand hematoma. We are en route to UCLA Ronald Reagan. We have a total of 6 souls on board with a 6-minute ETA.
The camp was supposed to be located somewhere else. Unfortunately, it was here. This is actually an area that people come to visit all the time. They do the Night of Jacks here, the Christmas one, the holiday one. And I mean, I've walked here many times. I just can't believe something like this could happen.
She is a neighbor, a mother of a couple of young girls, very familiar with the camp, the summer camp, and this area. And then have a look at this, the grim confirmation I was talking about. It's from the Mountains Recreation and Conservation Authority. Quote, "We are devastated by the tragic loss of a young child at the summer camp at King Gillette Ranch in the Santa Monica Mountains. Words cannot express the depth of our sorrow." Stop quote. And that is the shock coming from everybody as we come back out live. And the strangest thing, the irony about this, is the summer camp that's involved here, as some of the folks have been telling us, the parents who've been coming over here, is that it wasn't even supposed to be located here, but they had to move it here because of the fires we had last January in the area. So they decided to move it over here to the King Gillette Ranch. Then you have this tragedy that happened a couple of hours ago. The investigation is on, and ladies, you were talking about the LA County Sheriff's Department handling this, and homicide detectives involved in this. That's merely an indication. It's policy, if you will. If you have someone who dies, a death, they have to investigate to determine if it's accidental, if there's some foul play. That's what they do. So you don't read anything into that other than it turns out to be a tragic situation here with the loss of one young child. Back to you.
That was just going to be my question. Is it typical protocol for homicide detectives to be there investigating?
Yeah, they've got to check into it, because think about it. You have a branch coming down. You don't know if there was some foul play involved. And, you also have to figure out that everybody, as they say, sadly wants closure in this. And so the families involved, they want to know exactly what happened. Is there a part of the tree that just gave loose, came crashing down? Was that tree an old tree that, should have been taken down? Oak trees, as we've been told by some of the neighbors here, you face big fines if they come down, or if they are threatening to come down. And as that one lady was telling us, she had many oak trees in her property, and she had one that came down a couple of years ago, and it was a big problem for her. Earlier we were talking, ladies, about the weather conditions out here when this happened. Very hot this afternoon, around 2:30 or so, around 90 degrees, but absolutely no wind. It was perfectly still, so wind did not play a factor in this as the investigation goes on.